Good afternoon, everybody. It's that time again. 119. It's 105 outside. Humidity is terrible. Yep. Humidity is terrible. Alrighty. I'll be right back. I'm away, everybody. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh. Let's probably jump down. Hello there. Welcome. Let's see who's in here. Bud, what's up, Bud? And Foot, what's up? Welcome. That time again. Ooh-wee. Damn. Electric bill. Damn. $201 last month. We haven't even gotten into the high shit yet. But that's coming. Alrighty. Okay. My glasses. I can see with dirty glasses. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you're at, everybody. What's up? It's afternoon here. It's 123, 102 degrees, but it's very humid. It feels much hotter than it is. The humidity is terrible, dude. Yeah, I kind of sprinkled here and there today. So that didn't help with the humidity, guys. Well, let's see. It's really hot. I guess even the avocado guy's not there. Too hot to come out, I guess. Alrighty. Yep. Yep, it's a hot one, guys. A lot of clouds everywhere. I don't see any rain clouds toward the mountains, maybe, and maybe toward where I go to work. Probably right now, if I turn around. But yeah, it's hot. see if I can fix this here. Oh. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share out the live. Hit that notification bell all so you get notified as soon as I go on lives or new videos. Welcome, welcome. Check out my channel list, my community tab, and my regular list. Yeah, the community tab got a lot of channels on there. Go check them out. Go check out all those amazing channels. Yep. Yes, we have a lot of traffic today. It's Monday. Normal Monday traffic. But we'll see how it goes here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the jumping spider is still going, moving around. I don't know if it attacked I put in one of the mealworms that turned into like a beetle almost. It's still alive, the beetle, but I kind of crushed its head a little bit, so it's still alive, it's still moving. But it's not completely dead, but it's not moving around, so that's good. That way it won't. I don't think it would hurt the spider anyways. The spider is real strong. It'll tackle anything bigger than him. Yep. So how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is good. Check out all those amazing channels. Got a lot of channels there on my family and friends. Got James Guy, got Iron Dog, My Animal House, got Derek's Reptiles, got TNT Balls, KY, Constrictors, got Spider Mom, got Mark the Spider Guy, have Keys Constrictors, also Sherry Mad Cat. I don't know if she's reached her goal. She's trying to reach 300, everybody, so she can give a giveaway, giving a miniature house out. So everybody go check her out here. Like, you know, and they were going slow, and these cars were like flying, crashing into everybody, you know, because you know they hit ice, I guess, and they couldn't stop. Come on, like just move. Yeah, so they started crashing. Cars were getting piled up, semis crushing other cars into other semis, so you know how that is. It's like nothing left of the car. I feel sorry for the people that were in it. You know, on those kind of situations, man, once you crash, best thing to do, you know, usually say stay in your vehicle. Right there, man, geez, best thing to do would be probably get out of the vehicle, because if a semi's coming, you're gonna get crushed no matter what. You know, they're gonna crush you. But yeah, same thing. Like I was saying, I don't know if anybody heard it. I probably was not even on the live at the time when I was saying this. The same thing happened in California back in the 80s when they had the droughts. You know, if you were, you know, washing your car, you could only wash it at a car wash. Couldn't water the grass only on certain days and at night. And so they had also like I think it was over 100 car pileup too. I mean, you could probably look it up. It's somewhere on the internet. California I-5 pileup, and it was because of a dust storm. Visibility was zero. So people, what happens, instead of keep driving slowly, just stop completely. And here comes cars behind you. As soon as they hit that spot too, they're not going to see, and boom, going to crash and going to keep piling up. So pretty soon there was cars on fire, people getting burned. They called the fire department. Fire department tried to find them. They couldn't even find them because visibility was zero. So much the wind, and then smoke from the fire. I mean, it got bad. So, yeah, you got to drive safe, man. Got to be careful when you're out there in the roads, especially if there's a chance of having ice. One of my bosses, I remember when I was living in San Jose area, and I was working in Salinas, California. I used to work for Firestone Tires, selling tires and service. And, I was one of the managers. So I had keys to open up the store. But usually another manager would open. So I worked at Firestone, tires service, and one day I got to work, and usually my boss, he's there before me. He opens up the store, so I get there, and then his son also worked there, and he gets there, and then I go, hey, what's going on? Where's your dad at? He usually opens up. He's all like, what do you mean my dad's not here? I go, no, well, we got to open up the store, so let's go open up the store. And he started getting on the phone and trying to find out because his dad left before him. And, and he wasn't there. So later on, we find out he was in the hospital. Yeah, he crashed his Cadillac. He was driving to work, and early in the mornings, it's so cold over there. It was like in wintertime. There was black ice on the bridge. So the bridge had a little bit of a curve. So when he hit that bridge, it just went sliding right into the guardrail to the bridge and crashed, and then ended up, ambulance came and picked him up, he was okay, he was just, the car was the one that got the most damage. They're built like tanks, those old Cadillacs. So then, it's like crazy. He goes, I hit the black ice and boom, and then that's the only problem when you're up real early in the morning. You gotta watch it, and you can't see it. That's why they call it black ice, because it's like on the black top, the road. You don't see it. It's just invisible. So it's like it's not there, but once you hit it, you find out it's there, man. You have no grip of any kind. It's like ice skating on tires. Go on ice, like go on an ice skating ring with your shoes. Same thing, man. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall on your ass. Same thing. And you can imagine he's going 65 miles an hour. It's that ice. It's just gonna slide, keep going the same way he's going, right into the guardrail. So yeah, it was like it's dangerous, man. I've had fog. I've driven in fog a lot of times. It's scary, believe me. Especially the one that catches you off guard, where you're like right here. You see how it's nice and clear, the road. Then all of a sudden, boom! You hit a patch. It's not a big patch. You're going 65 miles an hour. That time I was going 55 because it was a highway. And all of a sudden, boom! I hit this patch of fog, and I'm like, oh shit! Luckily, the road is real straight there, and hopefully nobody's stupid enough to stop in the middle of the road. It happens. So I'm like, oh shit! I just took a deep breath and started praying and said, God, let me get through this. You know. So then, as soon as I hit the fog, it was so bad that it was at Mercury Marquise I was driving, and it was like it's got a big front hood. This you can't even see the hood on this Corolla. On that one, you can see the front hood. I mean, it's like good 6 feet up ahead. So I couldn't even see. I basically a windshield. That's it, and fog. It was scary. Good thing it only lasted maybe a couple of seconds, not even a minute, but it seemed an eternity. And then boom, bright, like I said, bright skies. You could just see everything. And it's crazy, but it does happen. There is patches like that. That you'll hit, and then there's the ones that One time I had to go to work, and it was bad. I mean, I got out of the house, and I'm like, oh shit. I couldn't even see, that many feet in front of me. So I'm like, oh man, and I got to go to work. Hey, I have to drive. I still have to drive, So I just basically, instead of going 70 on the highway, you're going 45, 35 miles an hour, as much as you can see, because there is patches where you can see, and and as long as you can see the headlights of the vehicle in front of you, when you're in fog, drive behind a semi, and just stay at a good distance. If you see the red lights come on, slow down, put on your brakes. But like I said, the semi will plow anything that's in front of us. At least it'll help. And if it does crash something, then you'll just pull over way off the road, because somebody's gonna try to pull off the road also and can't see and hit you while you're parked on the side of the road. So yeah, it's like, and so that day, man, I drove. It took me, and the thing is, I always leave early. That's why, for the same reason. So I had an hour and 20 minutes. Well, no, actually, an hour and 10 minutes to get to work that day. And it takes me about 45 to 50 minutes, depending on traffic. But that day, it wasn't the traffic that was a problem. It was the darn fog. There was a lot of fog that day. And, it was pretty much over half of the trip. The last 10 minutes of it, it was fine. But I had fog, man, for like 30 something, 35 minutes. Nothing but fog. And, you put on your flashers. I put on my flashers, turn on my headlights to low, not high. You don't want your headlights at high, because on high, they're going to be useless, especially in fog. Always want them on low. And if you have fog lights, turn on your fog lights, because they're usually like a different color. They're like a yellowish color, or a different kind of light, which helps you drive when there's fog. But yeah, it was like, that was scary, man. And one time, another time that was scary. I remember, where was I at? We went somewhere cruising. I went somewhere cruising. We used to go pick up. This was way before I got married. This was like 1980s. And I basically, I went cruising, picked up some girls, and they're like, hey, let's go up to this mountain. I had never been there. So I go up this mountain, and I got a Mazda B2000. It's 2-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive. It's going good up the mountain, and then we decided, let's come back down, and then it got dark, and I'm coming back down the mountain, and I'm trying to slow down, I'm trying to apply the brakes a little by little, because if I apply them too hard, the truck started sliding. They would lock up the brakes, and it would slide. It was sliding because it was a dirt road going down a hill, which is the worst thing. And then guess what? At the bottom, it's not straight. When you hit the bottom, you got to turn. Luckily, the road's kind of wide, and I mean, hey, I made it. The girls were like, screaming, and you're gonna kill us. And I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Gotta show like you're not scared. But yeah, it was a scary time. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I've driven in snow also. Snow's a different story. You gotta, you can't drive crazy in snow either. I drove on it when it was barely falling. Luckily got to our hotel. We were in a Motel 6 when we went to the Grand Canyon that one year. My son was like 4 years old at the time. He's like 20, 25 now. So yeah, he was like 20 something years ago, 21 years ago when we went. And that's when we went to Arizona. You can see the videos, some of the videos that I have, of the Grand Canyon, and we went to that place, Arizona. So yeah, it was great, seeing the snow. Oh, the Grand Canyon. If you've never been there, you have to go at least once. It's amazing. It is amazing, and you need more than one day. We went there 2 days. Well, plus the fact, part of the day we ended up inside. They have a Grand Canyon hospital there, and my son ended up in the hospital because he kind of got sick. He ate something, and he kind of got a stomach virus, and he was going to the bathroom. Luckily, he was in diapers, but still. So he was getting dehydrated, so we took him to the emergency room at the Grand Canyon Hospital. We gave him a bunch of fluids and some medications, and he was fine the next day. But yeah, I mean, it was a whole lot of fun. You see the snow on the Grand Canyon. It was during Easter vacation, and it wasn't in March. It was in April. It was when Easter fell on April. And it was nice. It was nice, I'm telling you. That other place, Arizona, look it up on the internet. It's a nice place too. We went, it was barely open. I think it was the first year that they opened. So a lot of people didn't know about it, so there was very little people. So, we went in, hardly a lot of people, because, you drive through with your car. And then if there's a lot of people, of course, they're going to stop, and you kind of wait till they move. There's room for you to pass, but, it's best to stop and wait so you can see everything, And, I did some videotapes from there. I have a lot of pictures, but and then I have a video there where I showed a lot of the videos of the Grand Canyon. It was amazing, man. It's like, as they say, it is one of the wonders of the earth, the 7 wonders of the earth, But yes, I would recommend it. And we also went on vacation one time. Went all the way up to San Francisco area, the Bay Area. Went across the Bay Bridge, the Golden State Bridge, and it does move. You're driving on it, and the road is swaying, and it's going up and down because it's suspended on wires. That's another place you gotta go. You gotta watch. You gotta go look at it. And then you cross the bridge. They charge you to cross, but they don't charge you to come back. But they charge you to cross. Gotta make money to maintain the bridge. And then you get across the other side. There's a place where you can park and take pictures. You could also walk across, but it's a pretty long bridge. It takes you a while. We kind of walked a little bit inward after we parked to see, how it was, and you can see it. It's moving up and down, and you can see it. It's swaying. When it's real windy, it does sway. And the weather in San Francisco, it's crazy. It could be nice, sunny. All of a sudden, here comes the clouds. Boom, raining, hail. Boom, sunshine again. In less than a couple of hours, it just changes like that. It's crazy weather, man. That's what happens when you live close to the ocean. In an area like that. And then we also when we went to Vegas, we also went to the dam, the Hoover Dam, and got on the dam elevator and the dam tour with the dam tour guide. The guy says a lot of damn all the time. But yeah, so it was fun. That's another place to go. It's amazing how big you can't imagine how big it is. But then when you go, because you can walk the top of the dam and look downward. And in fact, the tour takes you in an elevator deep down into the dam, even way underground. And then you go up to a certain level where you can see the water there, and you can see the dam, and you can look up. It's so high, you look up and you get kind of like dizzy from the height, up looking up. And the funny thing is, when we were up there, we were looking down and we're like, oh, look at those ants. And it was people. That's how small they look from. That's how tall the dam is. How amazing all that water that it's holding back. But that lake is getting empty over there by Hoover Dam. It's getting empty. And guess what? As they say, they know where the bodies are buried. Guess what? They're finding dead bodies in barrels. I'm not joking. It's true. The lake the water level has been dropping so much that barrels have been found now with bodies inside of them that were, they threw them in the lake thinking that nobody's ever going to find these bodies. Hey, they're right by Vegas. It's true. Maybe they'll find Jimmy Hoffa. You never know. They never did find him. But I doubt it. They probably ground him down, at one of those meat shops, and made hamburger out of him. It was the special ground beef of the day. Just kidding, man. But I don't know. You never know. They could have done it, and then they didn't clean clean that machine. They didn't grind down. They say, this friend of my brother's, he owns a mortuary, and he does cremations and stuff like that. And when they burn the body, they say supposedly everything burns. Not true. Not everything burns. Certain metals, like if you have a certain metal inside of you, those don't burn. Your teeth and certain bone fragments don't burn. So what they do, they have they have like blenders, like the ninja blenders kind of, and they stick every whatever's left, and they make it into a powder, pretty much, kind of like grounding coffee, but they grind all those bones and teeth, whatever didn't get grounded down after they burned it, you know. So they add it to the ashes and give them to the relatives. Yeah. And then I would tell them, hey, you know what? These ashes are kind of light, man. I remember him weighing more than this. But you know what? You never know. You might not be getting the whole full ashes. Sometimes these places. I mean, I heard that people got in trouble. Some of these places because it costs money to burn bodies. And when you burn a baby or a small person, it's hey, what do you do? Just put in 2 or 3 bodies, burn them, which it's not ethical, but it's ashes or ashes. I mean, there's nothing left. I mean, if you think that the ashes that you're getting is still your loved ones, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. It's all whatever's left, but it's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, only that knows is the people that burned the bodies, and it's hard to say. But I mean, I've heard stories about that. They give the ashes to the relatives, and sometimes they burn the wrong body. It's happened where the body gets burnt and it wasn't supposed to be burnt, and the body that was supposed to be viewed gets, that was supposed to be burnt. They don't burn it. So my wife, she had an aunt that passed away, and she passed away during Thanksgiving. What was it? No, not Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. It was during Christmas. She passed away during Christmas. Right before Christmas, she passed away, and she was in a hospital up in San Diego area, and they were gonna transport her because she was gonna get buried in Mexico. So they're gonna transport her, and then they were looking for the body. They were calling, and they're like, oh, well, you know what? I don't know what's going on. We can't find it. They got misplaced. So they finally found it. They found it right before New Year's. So the family, ended up burying her right after New Year's. So it messed up the family, holidays for her, Christmas and New Year's. Couldn't no celebrations. I mean, and then they buried her. We went to the funeral and stuff, but yeah, I mean, the body only, and that's another thing. Sometimes because the body they could only preserve it for so long, and then the body starts breaking down. And oh man, this guy's driving like 55 miles an hour up ahead. I think it's pulling over. That's good. Okay, should be speeding up now. All right, so then they found the body, so they took it to Mexico. Then we went to and they when they preserve a body, they sew the mouth, the teeth. They sew the teeth together, and they close the mouth, and then they super glue the teeth. I mean, not the teeth. They super glue they super glue the. This guy wants me to pass them. thought he was turning. This guy, instead of moving to the side, he puts on his signal. I'm not gonna pass him thinking he's gonna sink. He's gonna turn. Not going the speed limit. Yeah. So then the body, they took it to Mexico. Then when they got into Mexico, this was in the wintertime. Imagine if it would have been in the summertime, because then the body starts breaking down, and I'm gonna pass them up. Yeah, I mean, he wanted me to pass him up, but he signals like he's gonna turn. I'm like, I'm not gonna pass you up, but then you're gonna slam into me. Some people, they think they're doing the right thing by putting their signal, but no, that's not the right way. You pull over to the right a little bit, and then show me that it's safe. That way I can see ahead. Not stay on the left side and then put your signal. That's not gonna tell me that it's safe. So they got the body to Mexico, and we're doing the viewing, and then you could tell the body was like, the lips, fluid started coming out of the, they even had to stick tissue in the ears, in the nose, they plugged it up because the fluids, the embalming fluid started to come out, because, they embalmed it, because you can embalm a body and then it only stays. And then plus the fact it has to be in a refrigerator, freezer. So the body has to be at a certain temperature in order for it not to break down. But then once they take it out into the, it's got air conditioning, but the air conditioning is only going to be, a certain degrees, So, it wasn't a good sight, But, everybody wanted to see the body, But I'm like, I told my wife, oh man, stuff is starting to spew out, not a good sign. Yeah, so funerals. There was one year we were like nothing but funerals, man. A lot of people were dying or getting murdered. One of my wife's cousins got murdered. He was one of those federales, the cops in Mexico. And I guess somebody had, I don't know if it was the mob, had a hit on him, or somebody just didn't like him. So they gunned him down in the street, in the middle of the street. Bad thing was that he had his kids with him. His kids luckily they weren't there at the time. They were across the street. He was like at a taco place. They were eating, and the kids, hey, we're gonna go across the street, go get something at the store. And while they were crossing, he was being gunned down. It was not a good thing. But we went to the funeral too. We had to go to that funeral. There was he got shot a couple times. He got shot in the face. They tried to do their best, but you can still see one of the bullet wounds went to the cheek, and he was shot like multiple times. They pretty much wanted him dead. They did. Okay. This guy's like driving 30. This is going to turn here. Turn into his driveway. Wait for the whole world across. All right. Yeah, so That year we had a lot of burials. Natural causes, and not natural causes. You know? But yeah, funerals. Funerals are not happy. But you know, some funerals they celebrate them. With band, mariachis, and everything. Because that's what the guy that died wanted. Says celebrate my death with music. Don't be sad. Drink a beer. Drink a little bit for me and a little bit for my homies, as they say. But that's how it is sometimes. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in. I'll be checking the chat, see who came in. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna check out the tarantula out in the wild, see how it's doing. It's out now. It's out and about. After 3.5 months of hiding, it did finally come out. You can check out the videos. Then I don't know if it had babies or not. I think it might have. I mean, that's a long time to be, usually they molt, but not that long, So, I mean, it could be that it had babies. I mean, 'cause there's a lot of holes out there. I got a video. I put a video out, one already, a little short. You can look at it of the stuff that's of those holes that I found out there. Let's see who was in here. God, this phone, I hate that. Can't see it was Bud, Juka, what's up, Juka? James, Gype, welcome. Sam, yes, PA, what's up, Pennsylvania? Patriots, yay. God, now Arigato, welcome from Japan. Welcome. Johnny Small, welcome. Hey, Gary, what's up? SWB, welcome. Morbid, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Bud. Hey, Corner, what's up? Yes, thank you, everybody, whoever came in, Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is, where you're at. God bless everybody that came in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you're not. And also check out the community tab. Go check out all those amazing channels. Yes, Guru, Fantastic Guru. He's a great channel. Go check out Nitro. Go check out Sherry. Go check out James Gype that was in here. Morbid. Go check out Gary, the Enforcer. Go check out everybody in here. Go check out Zelda. He's into Hot Wheels. Go check out Tony Diecast. He's into Hot Wheels. Check out John Pole. He's not into Hot Wheels. He builds models and other stuff. Go check him out, everybody. Who else came in? Mrs. Morbid too. Welcome. How's it going? Yes. So go check them out, everybody. Go check out those amazing channels. You know how to do it. Check out a video. Leave a comment. That way they can get back to you. I always answer my comments, everybody. I always try.
And I'm not famous yet, so I still have time for everybody. So everybody, thanks a lot. Till next time, God bless you. Have a good one. As Keith says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long you're going to have her. Bye, everybody. Go hug someone. Tell them you love them. Bye.